what an audience. Oh my goodness, there are people out there. Real people. I don't know if I'm prepared. But I brought my little book. How many people have seen this book? I know some of you have seen it. Yeah, so it may be old hat for you, Niall. But anyway, I usually come on stage and I say, "Oh, I'm so glad to be here. I'd be glad to be anywhere at age 94. Stand-up in the world who can still stand up. Oh, I don't know. But oldies are better. Don't you think? Yeah. Don't you think oldies are better? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. You haven't got there yet. Oh, God. When America's Got Talent Scout surfed the web and found me on Facebook, they thought, can't pass up this hot oldie for our program. So, I may not be Ellen DeGeneres, but she can't brag about being the oldest. Can she? I don't know how old she is for sure. But anyway, I think I got her beat in that department. People think we old ladies should be home making quilts. Well, one fellow at one of my shows, he said, "You ought to be home making quilts, not telling dick jokes like the rest of us." I yelled at him from the audience, "You got that wrong. You're the one with the dick, not me." What a creep. Just shows you how men have dominated comedy. But thank goodness this is the comedy womb. Yeah. So we women get a first crack at it here. But the men are okay and they're fine. We don't hurt them. But I'm changing all that in the whole world, and oh boy, and I brought my little sex book, you know, as I showed you. Don't get me wrong, this is a serious book. This is serious. My late husband had problems, and he went to the doctor, and they said, "We're going to do something to you, where you're not going to have sex anymore." And I thought, ooh. So the next day, I sat down and I wrote this whole book in one day, just to celebrate sex, as long as it lasted. My God. Well, it lasted a little while longer. Oh, now where was I? The next day, I sat down and wrote this little book, and the other night, my late husband came to me in a dream. He came on this wonderful white horse, and he galloped along, and he said, come on with me." And I jumped up on the back of the horse with him, and he rode away. Then I realized the next day, I'm dating now. Does that make me a bigamist? I don't know. And I thought about being a good Christian and going to heaven, and having had 2 men in my life. Who's supposed to go to heaven with me? I don't know. How does that work? I asked a minister one time, and he said, "Well, you're just spirits floating around in heaven, so it doesn't really matter." I thought, how does he know? He hasn't been to heaven yet. Anyway. I finally arrived at the age of, what the hell? That's where I am. So, and I'm getting a little message that I'm running on a little long. And I've got 3 or 4 more pages, so I got to do that next time, right? Okay. So, have a good time, and be good to everybody. Well, not everybody.